ghostly greetings, Hana at your boy Prue. I apologize the level of brightness in here and these little dots from my curtain. Also, there's my cat Sambo. Here's handsome. Aren't you, Boo Boo? Yeah, he's handsome. That's a good picture of us, Sambo. Oh, I enjoyed that. I just screenshotted that. So, let's talk about Hocus Pocus, which is book 3 of my American Horror Stories challenge. Before we get too far into it, though, the first half of this book is the novelization of the movie. So if you've seen the movie, sorry, we're going to talk about what's going on. So it starts off at like 1697 in Salem. Do they have the actual, I don't know if they have the actual year. 1693, Salem 1693, I'm sorry, I was close. Some witches kidnap a child. They're going to eat her spirit to stay young. Their brother shows up, stops them. Something happens to him. And then they end up stopping the witches. And then they sort of do a time jump to the year 1993. And a guy named Max Dennison moves to Salem from Los Angeles with his sister Danny. And he's kind of not into the whole Halloween vibe. And Salem, of course, is a very witchy town. So they're kind of all wrapped up in it. He meets a cute girl. They go to the house. They awaken the witches. And shit ensues. So that part I thought was cool. I really liked to read I've seen the movie 100 times. It's my wife's favorite movie. I like to watch the movie. I've never read it before, so it was kind of cool to read it. And I kind of got a little bit more insight into a couple characters that the movie I just kind of glossed over. So that was pretty cool. But now, a little bit of a spoiler. So if you haven't seen the movie and you kind of want to stop, I understand. But this is the all-new sequel. So the back half of the book is 25 years later. So basically 2015 or 2018, 2016, something like that. It starts off, Max and Allison got married and had a child named Poppy. Her and her friends decide they're going to do something fun on Halloween, and they accidentally wake the witches, and their parents get sent to hell. So, yeah, hell. They got dark for a minute, but then it's a YA. This is total YA, so don't think it's a problem. The big allure for the second part of the book was kind of like a road trip vibe, where you got to meet characters from different parts of the story at a different stage in their life, Like, there's a character who's kind of a bully that turns out to be the mayor, so it was kind of cool to see him. Some characters come back and forth. There's a big reveal for a character towards, like, the beginning of the second part. I don't want to spoil any of those, because that's the big fun for this book. If you're a Hocus Pocus fan, seeing what happened to some of the characters later on in life, like who got married to what happened to what, where'd that one kid move, all that jazz. So that was cool for me. The writing wasn't that good, but me being so nostalgic about the first part from the movie definitely kept me interested. But I don't think if you weren't interested in the first part, I don't think the writing is strong enough to keep you interested in the rest. So that makes a little bit of sense. It's kind of weak in that factor. I was thinking it over. The writing itself isn't strong enough to keep you... Like, if you don't like the Hocus Pocus movie, don't get this book. It's that simple. But the characters, Isabella is a new character introduced. I thought she was really cool. And she has something happen that fans of the movie will understand. Poppy, their daughter, I thought wasn't as interesting as Max or Allison. Keep in mind, I was Max and Allison's age when I saw Hocus Pocus, so I related a bit more to them than I will be related to a teenager now. And their friend was pretty cool, and he's a comic book artist guy. And I always relate to artists, mostly because I'm a terrible one. I think that's a skill I would love to have, but I don't. But what I didn't like, the YA factor was very prevalent in this, and you can tell it's YA because it's got the freeform books on the back. And you're going to ask, is this still canon? I don't know. It says Disney, and Disney owns it, so I don't know. If you don't know what canon is, it means it's like whenever you read a comic book and it doesn't go with the movie, that's because the movie's canon, the comic book isn't. Some of the Star Wars novels this way, and I don't know if this still is or not. There's been rumors of that sequel forever, but I don't think it's going to fucking happen. Because it's been like 30 years. If we were going to get a sequel to this, we would have gotten it by now. If anything, we'll get a reboot, which I think Bette Midler did amazing. If you haven't seen the movie, me and my wife are totally going to watch the movie at some point, and I'll do a review. And I keep referencing the movie when I'm talking about this book, but that's really what got me allured into this book was I liked the movie, so I read the books. It was kind of like when you buy a Nintendo game. You like a Nintendo game. Oh, I like RoboCop, so I bought the RoboCop game. That doesn't work out. Likes, characters were fine, but nothing great. Dislikes, it was a little YA. My overall rating for this, though, will be a very nostalgic B. If you're not nostalgic about Hocus Pocus, though, I'd give it a C. It's flat. If you don't care about the characters and you're not nostalgic about it, then you're not going to enjoy this as much as I did. But me being super nostalgic and trying to not wear fanboy glasses, I should wear some fanboy sunglasses because look at that right in my eye right there. However, it looks like I have green eyes, so that's pretty chill. I think I have blue eyes. I don't know. But Hocus Pocus, solid B for me because I'm nostalgic. If you're not nostalgic about Hocus Pocus, you're a younger reader and you just want to pick up a witch book, there's super, super better options about witches out there. Okay, so that's going to be the end of that review. I want a big shout out to Books of Blood. He released his books to read for this challenge, and they're also better than mine. So Brad, I've seen your books. They're amazing. Books of Blood, I've seen yours. Yours are amazing, and I felt mine were a little flat compared to what all you had. I'm still kind of like stuck in a quarantine state, so I just had to go with what I had, though. So that kind of limited my options. That happens. But it's been your boy Prue, and that's 3. So after this, I will do... I forgot what I was reading for 4. Freak Show. Oh, Something Wicked This Way Comes. Yes, I'm looking forward to that. So... Something Wicked This Way Comes. I got the graphic novel, not the book, because that's just what the library had. So I'm excited to read that. I'm pretty much focusing on this challenge, so you probably won't get a whole lot of reviews for other things until I finish up this challenge, and work got kind of hectic too, so that sucks. But thank you to everyone who's been watching, and thank you to all my new recent subscribers. I've got like double the amount that I had, so I went from like 20 to almost 40. So thank you so much. I don't have time to list you all, but note that you're all very appreciated. My goal is to get to 50. If I get to 50, I'm going to do something fun. So let me know what stupid fun thing you want me to do. I'll eat like something hot and we'll die together live or whatever. My next review for Asylum, you've probably already seen it. And then I'll do this one the following Saturday. But it's been your boy Prue. Stay creepy.